morning, friends. Greetings and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. Registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural and nutritional roads to your health and vitality and well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 29 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension, obesity, skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system. It's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing and renewing system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your phone calls on The Bright Side. Our phone number today and every day is 844-236-6010. 844-236-6010. We'll get your calls here in our second segment today. So get in early, 844-236-6010. Bottom of the hour, we're going to talk to Tony Knudsen about his Heart and Body Extract. Heart and Body Extract's been around for 14 years, I think, 14 or 15 years. And Tony and Heart and Body Extract have helped thousands of people with heart health. We're going to talk to Tony about Heart and Body Extract and some of his other products, male virility extract, pain extract. He's going to tell us about the difference between tinctures and extracts and talk a little herbalism in the bottom of the hour. So we'll get your calls here in our second segment, 844-236-6010. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program today, or any day for that matter, you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470, 866-735-2470. And if you want to sign up and join the Brightside Ben team for a one-time $25 fee, you can start a longevity business, make some money selling longevity products, and help spread the word about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program. You can also check out my blog, pharmacistben.com, which we update regularly with news stories as well as blog posts. Thank you to Robert Lundgren, my webmaster. You can also check out criticalhealthnews.com, my new blog with George Norrie, and also, of course, brightsideben.com. You can purchase any of the longevity products right off the website or sign up to join the Brightside Ben team right off the website as well. Okay, we'll talk to Tony in the bottom of the hour, Tony Knudsen in the bottom of the hour, and then we'll take your calls in our next segment, 844-236-6010. Is our number. Continuing on with our discussion of the skin and what is perhaps the most important of the skin's non-fatty ingredients. The skin's largely a fatty organ, and all the good stuff tends to be fatty, the moisturizing factors and the growth factors. They tend to be the fatty vitamins and essential fatty acids, and especially cholesterol. We're going to talk a lot about cholesterol and the importance of skin. Did you know cholesterol is one of the most important skin moisturizers, natural skin moisturizers that the body makes? The skin, of course, makes its own moisturizers. Cholesterol is one of those moisturizers. But as far as water-soluble ingredients go, probably the most important of the water-soluble substances in the skin is high hyaluronic acid. We've talked a lot about high hyaluronic acid in the last few days. We'll continue discussing this very super mega important substance, not just for the skin. It's important for the eyes, it's important for the joints, it's important for the digestive system. It's just ridiculously important stuff. When hyaluronic acid is broken down, it forms one of the most important of the body's detoxifying substances. So high hyaluronic acid supplements are not just good for your skin and joints, but they're also really helpful for detoxification as well. That's oral nutritional supplements of high hyaluronic acid, and dietary high hyaluronic acid. We'll tell you how you can get high hyaluronic acid in food. But as far as skin goes, high hyaluronic acid used to be obtained only in rooster combs, which made high hyaluronic acid very, very expensive. If you squeeze your earlobe a little bit, you'll kind of feel what high hyaluronic acid feels like when it absorbs water. It has a kind of spongy quality. I don't know if you've ever felt a rooster comb, but rooster combs kind of feel like an earlobe. They have a spongy, bouncy quality. And that spongy, bouncy quality is created by the combination of hyaluronic acid and water. When hyaluronic acid combines with water, it forms a jelly kind of substance. And that jelly, bouncy substance is what gives the skin its plump nature, at least young, healthy skin, its plump nature. And this is why hyaluronic acid has been so prized as a skincare ingredient. The problem is, you can't get that spongy, bouncy quality by rubbing hyaluronic acid on your skin. Now, you can get a little moisturization, but to conflate these two ideas of hyaluronic acid's super importance for skin plumpness with topical use of hyaluronic acid is really, it's kind of sneaky. It's kind of nasty. That's why hyaluronic acid in skincare products doesn't really do much, because you're not going to get hyaluronic acid's real important qualities by rubbing it on the surface of the skin. Nonetheless, hyaluronic acid is found in a lot of products. It used to be found only in super expensive eye creams and dermatological or dermatology products. And then we started to figure out how to exploit genetics from an industrial standpoint with something called recombinant DNA. That's when they start to manipulate the genes and the DNA of bacteria to get them to make things. One of the first recombinant DNA byproducts or products was insulin. And if you guys have ever heard of a type of insulin called humulin, that was the first of the recombinant DNA products that was used medically. They took a gene that makes insulin and they stuck it in a bacteria, and then the bacteria made the insulin. And then they just carved off the insulin from the top of their bacterial vat. Hyaluronic acid is made the same way these days, and that's why hyaluronic acid is now found in a lot of products. Hyaluronic acid is found in products you can buy at Walmart and Walgreens and department stores and pretty much all over the internet. In fact, Neutrogena has been advertising one a lot on TV. Yeah, hyaluronic acid just become all the rage. Basically, because it is such important stuff internally, and because the price has gone down on it, now you're seeing it all over the place. It's pretty much the latest and greatest in terms of skincare ingredients. And as I say, Neutrogena is one of the more egregious examples of the sneakiness of the skincare business with their product. They call it Hydra Boost. It's not going to cost you a lot of money. It's about $15 for, I think, 2 ounces of it, which is still kind of ridiculous considering what you're getting. We're going to deconstruct the ingredient deck on Hydra Boost so you can see what I'm talking about here. As I say, you're not going to really get much hyaluronic acid benefits. Now, if you see the commercial, they'll tell you all about how wonderful hyaluronic acid is, how important it is. But what they're not telling you is it's not getting to where it really needs to be by just rubbing it on the surface of the skin. There's nothing in this product, this Hydra Boost product, that's going to do anything for your skin from a health perspective. All it's going to do is make your skin feel a little bit soft. And it's not the hyaluronic acid that's doing it, as we'll talk about here in just a sec. Being an ingredient deck reader is super, super important. Always look at the ingredient deck. That'll tell you all you need to know about what a product is. Now, understanding the ingredients, that's a whole different ballgame, but understanding how the ingredient deck is constructed without even knowing what the individual ingredients specifically are or do can be very instructive. So let's take this ingredient deck on Hydra Boost as an example. Hydra Boost, as I say, is a product made by Neutrogena. Neutrogena, as most of you know, is a skincare company. 1 out of 3 women in this country are using a Neutrogena product at sometime during the year. Neutrogena generates $1.5 billion a year in sales. $1.5 billion a year in sales. Most of that is profit margin, and as you can tell, as you'll be able to tell once we talk about this ingredient deck. So, if you take the ingredient deck, you look at, and this is true about all ingredient decks, by the way. They're always printed from the ingredient with the highest concentration to the ingredients with the lowest concentration. So the first ingredient on your ingredient decks are always, or for the most part, in a skincare product, are going to be water. That's because most of your product is water. 80 to 90% is water. That alone tells you why bookkeepers and bankers and business people love the skincare business, because basically they're selling you 90% water or 80% water. This particular product is probably on the order of 90% water. It's a gel. Gels are always going to have large concentrations of water. First ingredient, water. Second ingredient, probably in there around 5% or so. Silicon. Third ingredient, glycerin. Fourth ingredient, silicon. Fifth ingredient, silicon. Sixth ingredient, can't read, a thickener, polyacrylamide. We'll continue when we come back from our break, and we'll take your phone calls as well. 844-236-6010 is our number. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We're talking skincare on the bright side. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the bright side. We'll get your phone calls here in just a moment. So hang tight. 844-236-6010 is our number. Bottom of the hour, we're going to talk to Tony Knutson of Heart and Body Health about some of his wonderful herbal products, including the Heart and Body Extract. Maybe hopefully we'll talk about the pain extract and the male virility extract as well. We'll do that at the bottom of the hour. Get to your calls here in just a moment. I wanted to deconstruct this ingredient deck. It's just so rude. It's $15, sure, for only 2 ounces. I think it's 2 ounces of gel. Sure, that's not a lot of money, but you're not getting anything. The first ingredient right off the top of the bat is water. So if you take out 80%, or actually this is a gel. Gels always have more water than creams and lotions. So 90% or so of this product is water. 90% is water. How is this okay? By any standards. The next ingredient, silicon. The next ingredient, glycerin. The next ingredient, silicon. Next ingredient, more silicon. The next ingredient, a thickener called polyacrylamide. The next ingredient, another thickener, cetyl olivate. It's like a wax thickener. Guess what the next ingredient is? More silicon. Then the next ingredient, a thickener. Then the next ingredient, a preservative. Then the next ingredient, an emulsifying agent. Then the next ingredient, more silicon. Then the next ingredient, another emulsifying agent. Then the next ingredient, a thickener. Then the next ingredient, perfume. I haven't said anything about active ingredients yet. Then the next ingredient after the perfume, your high hyaluronic acid, probably on the order of 0.1 to 0.2%. Then the preservative, then another preservative, then another preservative. There's 3 different preservatives in this thing. This is crazy, you guys. And then after that, you get into another thickener, and then another thickener, a little bit of zinc, probably as a preservative or chelating agent to preserve the product. Sodium hydroxide, that's lye, a tiny little bit of that to balance out the pH. And then another preservative, and then another preservative. Oh my God, this is what we're being sold by movie stars and actresses. It's a hyaluronic acid product called Hydra Boost with 0.1 to 0.2% hyaluronic acid based on the ingredient deck. This is the skincare business in a nutshell. I'm not picking on Neutrogena. I'm just using them as a representative. Don't be fooled. You get just as much skin moisturization if you rubbed Cool Whip on your skin. Maybe more. All right. We're going to talk more about skincare. I want to get to some phone calls here, and then we're going to talk to Tony Knutson from Heart and Body Extract at the bottom of the hour. 844-236-6010. Beth in Georgia, what's up? Welcome to the bright side.
Hello.
Hey, Beth, what's going on?
Oh, wow, lots of things are going on. First
okay.
of all, I
need you to speak up, though. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
All right, hold on. Is that better?
A little bit. Speak really loud.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah, now we're talking. What's going on?
Okay, I'm sorry. I had you on speaker. Okay, first of all, I am 58, menopausal.
Okay.
I do bioidentical hormones, Pele, and oral progesterone.
Okay.
And I have had stage 2 skin cancer twice because I've been out in the sun a lot. But, I'm not real... My thing is... on areas where I have hair on my face, the eyebrow area, upper lip, and chin, and I have to tweeze and so on and so forth, I have raw skin that just won't heal, and I believe it's a combination of hormonal and nutritional.
Your skin's not healing, in other words.
No, it's constantly raw in those areas, and I have to spend about 30 minutes a morning, peeling skin off my face just to get it smooth.
All right, 2 things you want to do, okay? Number 1, you want to focus on fats and fat absorption and fatty vitamins. That is, when I say fats, I mean...
I've started to do that with
okay, good. What have you done?
With the enzymes.
Oh, that's not fats, though. That'll help you with the absorption.
No. I take fat. I take
what do you do?
krill oil, and I take astaxanthin, and
that's not really a fat, ma'am. Okay, here's the deal. It's got a little bit of misunderstanding. You're not quite understanding what I mean by fats. Astaxanthin's great, by the way, but it's not. It's a carotenoid. It's a fatty substance, but it's not necessarily an essential fat. It's going to help you with your skin. The krill oil is great, but the problem with krill oil is you only get those tiny little capsules, which doesn't give you much krill oil. And you need a lot more than, unless you're taking 10 or 12 of those capsules a day, you need a lot more than you're going to get in a regular dose of krill oil to really do much for your skin. Another thing about